Hey, hi Tanuja, how are you?
Hi, I'm good, thank you. And how about you?
I'm doing really well. Thank you so much for asking. And let me, just before we begin, how about you quickly introduce yourself and then I'll quickly introduce myself and then we'll go ahead.
Yeah, sure. So, my name is Tanuja and I hail from Bhopal city. And about my profession, I work as a software engineer. And apart from this, I run a YouTube channel where I upload English conversational videos, learning and for the teaching purpose. And apart from this, if I talk about my interests, so I love painting, dancing, and traveling. That's pretty much about me.
That's perfect. All right. Thank you for that introduction. So, my name is Tanushree. I have lived, worked, and studied in Australia for the past 3.5 years. I've just come back to India now, and I've joined Clapingo recently. But in my sessions, I plan to bring in that element of my experience of interacting with native English speakers while I was in Australia. In terms of my qualification, I do also have a TEFL certification. I've given my IELTS and things like that. But yeah, I am excited to speak to you today. And is there anything particular, any topic that you have in mind that you would like to discuss today?
Not really. If you want to bring up, so we can discuss.
Sure, sure. Okay, perfect. So I wanted to actually ask you, how did you decide that you wanted to, get into this field of YouTube and, everything else that you do with that's teaching or YouTube?
So as I am working in IT industry, so in my initial days, I got to know that yes, it is very important for my career purpose. And I was struggling a lot because I had done my schooling from Hindi medium background. So it was a bit challenging for me to deal with native speakers in my initial time. So that's why I decided I should work on my communication skills, then only I can survive here. So somehow I found that and the one another thing is that I was very underconfident that time. So I thought if I interact with people, so in this way I can develop my confidence and also I can learn this language to utilize in my workplace also. So that was my main reason to start a YouTube channel also and to learn this language.
Absolutely. Very well said. And, straight off the bat, I just want to say that your tone, like your voice, is actually very good. You modulated very nice. So I can, for example, I can hear you loud and clear, but, you're making eye contact, you're using, your tone of voice well. So these are non-verbal things that, we can do,
Mm-hmm.
verbal and non-verbal things that we can do to give a good impression that, we know the language. And like you were talking about confidence, so again, it gives off the impression that you're a confident speaker. If you're able to look at the other person, make eye contact, use your voice, emphasize certain words. So that's very good about you. That I noticed, one thing I noticed just straight off the first conversations. That's great. Now, you were talking about obviously why you need to learn this language, but if you could tell me a little bit about why do you think in today's day and age English is so important? Like, why can't we just speak our mother tongue? Like, if my mother tongue is Hindi, why do I need to know English, as an Indian citizen, I guess, but also globally? Like, what's the purpose, what's the importance according to you?
According to me, it is very essential, especially nowadays, because it's not only that we are focused on our career, that's why maybe, but now we are living in this digital era and we are interacting with so many people on the regular basis also. If you are going to a good restaurant or even the good places or apart from your country or states, so we need to talk with a lot of people. I remember that I went to South part, so there I don't know their mother tongue, so definitely I struggled a lot. But I was able to manage just because of English, because they don't. Most of the people don't know my mother tongue, so definitely I need some common language, right? And also my for my corporate purpose, for my career purpose, it is very important. And especially nowadays, most of the people are using smartphones, and there are a lot of application and other things also. So not everything in our mother tongue. So definitely we need this language to understand these things.
Absolutely, very well said. And like you mentioned, that English is a global language. It's a common language between people who don't, know each other's native mother tongues. So it
Mhm.
becomes very important for us to find a common ground, and that common ground becomes English. And it's the
Yes.
same whether you're talking about within India, outside India, or all over the world. English is one of the most commonly accepted languages in the world. So that's why it's very, very important for us to learn this. And of course, in terms of career progression, in terms of getting promotions, I don't know about you, but I have noticed that, people who are able to speak good English, they often get promoted faster than people who are not able to speak English. Now, there is a whole discussion we could have about that, whether that's right or wrong. But that's maybe for another time. But yes,
Mhm.
definitely for career purposes as well, to grow in your profession, English is required
Yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah, absolutely.
Said. I will quickly, give you a little bit of feedback, and then we can move on to talking a little bit more.
Mhm.
So one thing I notice is, and this is something we all do, using filler words. So filler words are like, right? So we use the word like a lot. It's okay to use it, but we just
Mhm.
reduce the frequency of using it. So you can use it maybe one time, two times, but if you're using it in every sentence, then it might not be the most appropriate thing to do. Why do you think we use filler words? What is the reason we might be doing that?
We process our thoughts like what we have to say next. Or somewhere, if someone is asking you a question, so we need to process the answer. So we take some pauses or fillers to just for next sentences.
Yes, yes, that is absolutely correct. And like I said, it's okay to do that, but it becomes a little bit. It makes you come off as someone who's not an advanced speaker of the language if you're using it too much. But it's fine. There's nothing that you can't work on. You can always work on that. The other thing
Mhm.
is we can take the pause. A lot of people think that it's not okay to take a pause, because if you take a pause, that means you're not able to speak in a flow, or that you're not able to speak fluently. But fluency is not about speaking one after the other.
Mhm.
Fluency is about taking the pauses when you need to take a pause, take few seconds to think about the next word that's coming to your mind, and it's okay. So you'll see, if you look at speeches on YouTube and things like that, you'll notice that a lot of good speakers take long pauses, because
Yeah.
they're formulating the thought in their head, and they're thinking in English, they're not translating from another language to English. So that's why the words then come out more naturally when you actually do speak them. But other than that, very well done with your speaking skills. The other thing I noticed was, in one of the sentence you said one another thing. So instead of that, you can just say one more thing,
Mhm.
right? So one and another might not look very tidy together. So you can say one more thing that I would like to say, instead of one another thing I would like to say, one more thing. It would work better, right?
Okay.
And then also with things like your articles, for example, you said on the regular basis, so remove the. So on regular basis, that's it. So you don't need the over there, right? but
Mhm.
but now let's come to some of the positive things, right? So your like I said, your ability to like when I was asking you questions and things like that, you are understanding it, you're comprehending it, you're listening to my questions, which is also a very important part of speaking English. You need to listen as well, and you're able
Yes.
to give me that answer, which is coming to me as a clear message. I'm able to understand what you're saying. There's no doubt that I have, that okay, what is she saying is, it doesn't, it makes sense, that it makes perfect sense. So that's very, very good. And of course, we all have those little areas of improvement. And when
Mhm.
we speak to more people like this, like how you're speaking to me right now, speak to other people, listen to other people, that's how we learn, and we can build on it. Okay, perfect.
Yes.
So when you were talking about this, so how do you think that YouTubers or influencers like yourself can help people build their communication skills, or English skills particularly?
Yes, because nowadays most of the people are just struggling to learn this language and they know the value of learning this language. So they are finding the way how they can improve themselves. So YouTuber and some influencer, they are making the making videos for them. So they are getting chance to learn or listen that content so that they can utilize in their conversation also. Like I have seen that some of the people are focusing on listening conversational videos or maybe some podcast. So with the help of listening, we can get lot of new things. Like it is true that when we listen a lot, so automatically we get that word or even sentences in our languages also.
Yes, very well said. Yeah, that's absolutely correct. So, do you have any particular influencer or YouTuber that inspired you to, start this journey and, maybe even to learn English? Someone you admire, maybe?
It is not particular, but I had seen a lot of conversational videos, and the one thing is that I have noticed on Clapingo also that how the tutor is helping some students to learn this language, because somewhere we are not able to identify our minor mistakes. Like I know that I can speak, but still I'm making a lot of minor mistakes that I can't recall or
Identify.
identify.
Yes.
Yes. So this thing's helping people to understand this thing. So I started with Clapingo itself. So now I can understand that yes, this is helping for me and also some other listener also.
Absolutely. And so, how long have you been on this platform now?
On Clapingo.
Yes.
In my initial days, I had taken some session, but due to my office work and hectic schedule, I was not able to continue. But now I'm again trying to continue so that I can be in touch with this language.
Absolutely. That's fantastic. And how has your experience been so far? Are you liking it? Is there anything you want to, particularly work on?
Yes, I like Clapingo session a lot because most of the time, as I already mentioned, that somewhere I can't identify my minor mistakes. Yes, so I was just saying that so far my interaction with Clapingo tutor is so good. I don't know what we were talking about.
No, I just that's what I wanted to know, that how your sessions are going, and is there anything particular you want to work on? Is there a goal that you have in
Mm.
mind?
Yeah, the one thing is, I have seen that I have limited vocabulary, or maybe I know a lot of words, but I'm not able to utilize this. Like a basic English, I can speak, but I'm not utilizing the new words that I'm learning. So how can I deal with these things?
That's a very good question. And, first of all, I want to commend you for, being so aware about yourself and, the areas that you want to improve on, because not a
Mhm.
lot of people know what do they actually want from these sessions and where do they need to improve. So good on you for that. Now, with the vocabulary, now this is the way I learned it. Watching a lot of English movies, watching a lot of English TV shows. And what
Mhm.
you can actually do is, when, if let's say you're watching a YouTube video, if you're watching something on Netflix or one of these platforms, you can actually pause. You can watch it with the subtitle once and then remove the subtitles and try to repeat what the person just said, right? Now, what that will do is it'll first of all improve your, grammar, all of that, but also you will get to learn a lot of new words, a lot of new phrases, a lot of new idioms, a lot of new metaphors, right, that are very, very commonly used in the English language. I can give you some examples. For
Mhm.
example, how we say sometimes it opens the door to new opportunities. Now, what that means is that you get a lot of new
Good.
opportunities in front of you, right? Or
Mhm.
let's say every cloud has a silver lining. So that means that, even though you might be having a difficult time, a hard time, but you'll eventually see why it happened and it'll eventually be good for you, right? So there are certain idioms, certain expressions, phrases that a lot of native English speakers use. And if you can, even let's say take one phrase like that, or even one word, not even a phrase, let's just take one word that is new to you. You learn the meaning of that and you use it in as many sentences as you can the entire day. Just keep using that word, right? Whenever you're speaking to someone, whenever you're talking to someone, whenever you're having these conversations, in at least one or two sentences, make use
Mhm.
of that word. So the more you make use of that one new word that you learned, you will be able to see that, okay, now it is permanently added to my dictionary, to my vocabulary, right? Because if you read it and you're like, okay, now I know the meaning of this word, but I'm not using it, then there's no point. Then that word will not become part of your vocabulary. For it to
Yes.
become part of your vocabulary, you have to keep using it. You have to keep using it in different sentences, different scenarios, right? So that's how you learn. And also speaking to people, like clapping was there, you talk to new people. Maybe some word that I said, you're like, oh, this is interesting, I don't know the meaning of, let me jot it down. After the session is over, I will Google what it means, and I'll make 5 sentences out of it,
Okay.
right? So that
Yes.
word then becomes, you remember it, that okay, I made these 5 sentences out of it. Now I can use it next time when I'm talking to someone.
Yeah, absolutely.
That
So
helps.
yeah, generally we do these things. We like we learn a words and the meaning also, but it is not becoming a part of our sentences just because we are not making sentences. So from today onwards, I will do these things. Will take 1 or 2 words and try to make more and more sentences so that maybe it become
Absolutely. Even, there are a lot of free online resources where you can get the full English dictionary.
okay.
Start with the letter A all the way to letter Z. Every day, pick up one word. No, don't make it like every day I have to do 10 words, 15 words. No, no need. Otherwise,
Mhm.
you forget, right?
Yes.
Just one word every day, and that is more than enough. Yeah, you don't need to pressurize yourself that I need to learn it fast. I need to learn it right now. I need to learn 10 words together. It can just be as simple as just one word a day, or maybe even if you can't even do that, one word a week also, I would say, because in throughout the week you keep practicing that word, right?
Yes.
So don't make it something that you can't achieve. Keep it very simple, keep it very basic, start from that, and then eventually build.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that sounds good. All right, any other last questions? I know that we just have about 1 minute left in the session, so any questions you have, any thoughts, any learnings, anything you want to say?
Oh, all good from my end.
All good. All right. Okay, then hopefully I will see you next time. Thank you so much and all the best. Well done. Keep practicing and you will eventually get there.
Yeah. Thank you so much for your advice. I will definitely will work upon those.
Thank you so much. Have a nice day.
Okay. Thank. Yeah. You too. Bye bye.